Cheap Seats. Listen to this rocking song. It's 27 seconds long. This is our new Cheap Seats theme. In season 4 we have a dream to teach the children how to laugh with the help of our great staff. Going farther than Ron Parker. Comedy was never darker. This ain't no time to be a slouch. Join the boys here on the couch. They'll take you on a nasty ride in the vaults of U.S. pride. Cheap Seats, doing it. USA, America.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cheap Seats, where today we'll be watching two very different events, dune buggying and tobogganing, in an effort to answer the ever-divisive wedge issue that galvanizes our nation. Snow versus sand. Which is more American? Which is better? Although, in fairness, it's not really a debate, because clearly sand is better. I don't know how you can say that. Snow totally rules. Okay, look, I don't want to get into a whole big fight with you about this. Why don't we just watch the show, let the facts unfold for themselves, and then we can decide that sand is better. Here's what to look for.
Here's what to look for. Here's what to look for.
Pay attention to the clear distinctions in class structure between the blue-collar guys on their dune buggies and the blue-blooded gentlemen on their fancy toboggans. Think about it. Dune buggies go uphill, toboggans go downhill. It's a metaphor. Poor people struggle to climb. Rich people coast down a hill and then party with Australian women and waste champagne. You'll see. But first, we're off to 1968 and the buggy heads who have assembled in the California desert to race in the sand, which, as we all know, is way less cool than snow. Roll it. Edward James Olmos's face looks terrible.
Percentage of the land area of the United States is classified as desert country.
But they'll declassify it if it helps them out of a scandal.
Has been both a friend and a foe of mankind.
And for a few weeks in the late 60s, a lover.
Sandbox. But the hot, dry climate of the desert has claimed many an unsuspecting traveler.
What traveler went to the desert and didn't suspect it would be hot and dry?
Years ago, wheeled vehicles have always had...
Wow, Kia's really scaled down their 07 line.
There are those who fear the desert and those who love it.
Who loves the desert? Rattlesnakes, Jim Morrison, armed insurgents.
With those who love it. I'm Chris Economaki.
Hey, Chrissy, don't you start that again, Randy.
Known as the American Sahara.
Nice tight shot. Clearly, nobody wanted to hang with Chrissy.
But today, covered with tracks in all directions.
Black suit, great call.
Sporting vehicle, the dune buggy. We're here in the southeastern corner
World's first Bluetooth.
for the National Dune Buggy Championships. Coming up now, the interesting hill climb.
Oh, we must have just missed the banal hill climb. Dang it!
Of this very steep dune.
Totally unrelated, here's some footage of a top-secret Taliban training camp.
And given a second run, but with a shorter start, until we've determined a winner.
Or until you change the channel.
Once only shot. We'll be seeing an addition.
Tommy Schacht? I'm his biggest fan.
Place earlier. Now, Tommy Shack, 24-year-old.
Are these Schacht's home movies? Where did he get his racing uniform? Pacific Sunwear?
Eliminator class. Shack's a fiberglass laminator and has built a beautiful bug here.
Is that a gear shifter or the lever from Joker's Wild?
You need a little bit of a cushion behind the dual rear wheels, and off he goes. Up the hill.
This is the footage that didn't make it onto the Star Wars DVD.
Climbs the steep dune, slowly reaching the top, and...
Is he wearing loafers with white socks? He's racing, Jay.
Down the other side. People who live here...
Who lives here? Sand people.
Feet from season to season.
I feel like I'm watching someone mow the desert. No, that would be more exciting.
Their sporting activities.
Parking, not a problem.
Top. The last
I thought Noriega was into snow. Gente! You know what I'm in the mood for, Jay? TGI Fridays loaded skins? Mm-hmm.
Bug goes up the hill, the course gets, of course, a little bit...
Does this guy work for the Army Corps of Engineers? Yeah, he's supposed to be adding 10 feet to the levee in New Orleans right now.
From which to catapult up the hill. Noriega manages a filling station in El Centro.
And sings in a barbershop quartet while candy striping on the side.
Revving the engine, lets the clutch out, and oh, it looks like he's digging for oil.
No, it doesn't, Chrissy.
To start. So he's out of it, and that means that Tommy Shack, the 24-year-old bachelor from Spring Valley, California...
What does his marital status have to do with his dune buggying? Everything.
Shack, incidentally, has a beautiful piece of machinery and
And his dune buggy ain't bad either, folks.
And for those of you who are technically inclined, it's got a 292 cubic inch Chevrolet engine.
For those of you not technically inclined, it has an engine.
Middle eliminator in the hill climb.
All right, we get it. The desert is expansive. Zoom in already.
Did you ever get into this business?
Oh, a good friend of mine, Jim Casebolt.
Case Bowl? You're friends with that?
2 years ago. He brought me
White
down,
shirt.
I really
What color do you think the graphics are going to be?
decided I wanted San
Perfect.
We went back, made plans, and this is what we ended up with.
Great story. Who owns the movie rights?
What's it like going up that hill with all that sand flying?
Oh, it's
Let me
quite
put it to you this way. Have you ever dated a girl from Fresno?
a buggy that'll handle well enough where you can go on the hill, stop on it, play with the hill.
Play with the hill. Clarence Thomas's words exactly.
Being a driver of one of these things, is it a lot of pleasure or a lot of work?
Pleasure. Talking to you is work.
As you're building it, you work on it in your spare times.
Tommy's sporting sweet Wolverine hair. Think his dune buggy is made out of adamantium?
Look nice. And we take off, come down here on Friday nights after work, stay as late as we can Sunday, in time to get back for work Monday.
That way we never have to see our families.
The other aspect of our...
We are further from the action than a spelling bee champ at a high school dance. Folks.
The old Spanish Trail. And if the conquistadors could see what's going on here today, they'd most certainly rub their eyes.
Because they'd have so much sand in them. And because they're dead.
But here on the desert, there's a lot of sand being thrown.
Damn
High
bullies.
and wide. And it's not all that easy, either.
What? This isn't Frozen Live?
Earl Dexter, driving a Jeep, got in a little bit of trouble earlier.
When this was filmed? No, earlier.
Straightens out, then the car starts to go in the other direction, as our stop-action camera shows.
Not really a stop-action camera. You're just pausing the tape.
Over it tumbles. Thanks to the seat belt,
Dexter was crushed by the Jeep.
As it continues on over one more time, bottoms, and then starts over a second time.
Just like Robert Downey Jr.
Everyone here in the desert is helpful, as one can see in these...
Except these people.
...are a close-knit group as they run over to...
While Earl recovered from that wicked spill, sadly, there was a young man who did not enjoy such a recovery that year. I'm talking about 1968 Democratic presidential candidate Hubert Humphrey. 68 was an election year, and in a move not unlike Bill Clinton's courting of soccer moms or W's appeal to NASCAR dads, Humphrey made a strategic attempt to target his own pet political demographic, dune buggy bachelors. Unfortunately, the tactic failed, and Nixon won. And then lots of other bad stuff happened. But the good news is we have a copy of one of Humphrey's old political ads. See if you can spot Hump's subtle pandering to the dune buggy bachelor nation.
Do you feel stuck? Does every day feel like an uphill battle? Is life just spinning you around and around?
Vote for Humphrey!
Paid for by Humphrey for president. Don't vote for Nixon. He's a shady man, really shady. Just trust me on this one. He's a bad dude.
Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats, where today we're watching dune buggies and toboggans. Now, before we get back to seeing which is better, snow or sand. Snow. Let's pay tribute to the man they call Chrissy with an all-Chris Economaki, Do You Care?
Just the facts. Do you care?
Do you care that Chris Economaki's father lost all of his money in the stock market crash in the 1920s? Do you care that to make ends meet, Chris Economaki sold newspapers at racetracks and even became the track announcer to boost paper sales? Do you care that Chris Economaki played an announcer in Burt Reynolds' film Stroker Ace? Which do you think was a better car racing movie, Stroker Ace or the Kenny Rogers classic Six Pack? Hands down, Stroker Ace. It had Lonnie Anderson and Bubba Smith. Six Pack is the snow to Stroker Ace's sand. So you're saying snow is better than sand? Yes. I mean, no, wait. All right, I'm confused. Bubba Smith, dude! Give me that.
Running the meet on the right, Fred Bowen.
Always a good idea to smoke near handmade dune buggies that burn gasoline in the dry desert.
The large Jeep Eliminator drag.
Wasn't that a ZZ Top song? Who the cares?
Young Sinai of California comes to the line.
Sinai, desert, hilarious.
Position, but there seems to be a problem here.
Wait, is that guy getting buggy jacked?
The other side wasn't ready when he's called. In fact, there's a mechanic still adding oil on the car.
Dude, don't drive. Still working here. Not cool, dude. Not cool.
Talking to the officials.
In shape.
By default. But Ty says no, he came to race.
And to make sand angels, but mostly to race.
sporting gesture on the part.
I want a glass of chocolate milk waiting for me after the race. I said chocolate.
Nye nearest the camera. Loomis on the other side.
Red jacket guy, red jacket why?
And Cy.
No windshield or eye protection of any kind. Brilliant.
Christmas tree lights up.
In July?
And Cy gets off to a quick start.
I'm ready to settle in for a nice long race, Jay.
Loomis to cross the line.
What?
The winner.
Cy Nye, a youngster that's really going swell on the sand. Cy, that was a sporting gesture you made in volunteering to run.
Why did they abbreviate Eliminator? There's so much room on the third line.
Well, we're all out here to have a good time, and just because he had a little difficulty, mechanical difficulty, it's not...
I want some of whatever he's smoking.
I mean, he'd do the same for me, I'm sure.
Don't bet on it.
Cy Nye back
Didn't we see this already?
in his little red Jeep.
Little red Jeep. Doesn't work, Jack.
Get up the hill at any rate. And spinning wheels and finally settling down.
Sounds like my 20s.
You can't win them all, Cy.
You 21-year-old
Won the eliminator drag, but couldn't quite make it. In fact,
young Elvis Costello watching the detectives.
now, the next competitor.
Can this guy save the league? Not in that outfit, he can't. The shirt says rebel without a cause, but the shoes say, anyone for mixed doubles?
Lightweight car, the engine in the back.
Wristwatch by Movado.
Brake by its driver. Porsche engine out back.
Pole position steering wheel up front.
Lindo scoots for the top. He's eating a lot of sand.
This dude actually thinks he's at Burning Man.
It's worth it. And make it he does.
Impressed we aren't. Thanks, Economaki Yoda.
The sand is settled and the hill climbs are over.
And my bladder is fuller than the Dead Sea.
Of Spring Valley, California. Congratulations, Jerry.
As your prize, I'm going to talk over you.
Little tiny Porsche engine against all those big engine cars. Just how did you do it?
Just trying.
Profound.
Important thing, Jerry. A good automobile or knowledge of the sand?
Well, I think the knowledge of the sand is a lot.
Follow the yellow sand road. Follow the yellow sand road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow sand road.
Doing it for about 2 years.
A beautiful automobile. Did you build it yourself?
Yes, I did.
Pimp My Ride has come a long way since the early episodes.
And it's you paid off today.
Is that kid trying to get on camera, or is he checking Lindo out?
Continued good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, that closes the book on the sand. We'll be back with the snow after this. Wait, what are you doing? What? I can totally see that flashing thing beneath me. I'm not doing anything. Oh, yeah? Well, how do you like that? Dude, how'd you do that? How'd I do what? All right, what font is that? Times New Snowman? Oh, snap! Walked right into that one, didn't I? Diddly-diddly. All right. Oh, hi. I was just reading this great book, Snow Falling on Cedars. You know, it was such a good book, Jay, that they actually made a movie out of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? Yeah, I was talking to you. I was too busy reading Sandy Duncan's autobiography while enjoying these delicious wheat thins. Touché. Let's get back to the snow. Don't you mean show? Do I? Paramount Studios presents San Moritz, Switzerland.
This is St. Moritz, Switzerland.
Al Michaels. Is there a Western Union in San Moritz?
A snow and ice paradise in one of the most unbelievably beautiful settings in the entire world.
The kind you can't afford to go to.
Is its tobogganing club, made up of international sportsmen, mostly millionaires.
Because nothing says millionaire playboy like tobogganing.
Course of
I'm rich.
down the mountainside.
Yes, I have some Grey Poupon.
On a one-man sled at speeds approaching 90 miles per hour. The length of the crest of...
Whoa! Money! I've got money! Whoa! 80 cash money! Whoa!
But yet the game goes on.
Rich people looking foolish. It's the original Simple Life.
Of the club, much to the enjoyment of its participants.
Except for the 5 guys who were killed.
Get hooked on the Cresta.
Love Boat transition music.
Well, I think
Ugh, Katie Lang does not look good.
I'd say that the crest
Freeze it. How many secret societies does this guy belong to? Counting Weight Watchers?
of life. We come out here every year.
And we light $100 bills on fire in front of the homeless.
It's really a delicious mixture of birds, booze, and a little bit of sport.
I hate him.
Sir Dudley and his chums will give it another go.
Michael's with the failed accent. Dear ABC, stop. My soul is dying. Stop.
Cresta run.
I had a Toyota Cresta in high school. Great mileage.
At the Cresta Club, and the shield that you're looking at
is totally made out of chocolate.
Runners, and one of the men was also a great race car driver. Hello, everybody. I'm Al Michaels.
And dear ABC, stop.
Great race driver, and certainly a man who is familiar with...
Does Jackie Stewart need to use the bathroom?
Jackie Stewart, and I think that's probably what makes up the Cresta run here. You really put your life on your line when you go down.
Yes, you really do put your life on your line.
The Marquis de Portago was a great racing driver. And he was a great...
Where's that music coming from? It's probably the elves.
Here in St. Moritz at the Cresta. And I think...
Wasn't this guy in the Monkees?
It epitomizes the whole business of St. Moritz. You know, when this Cresta is run...
Did he answer the question?
...in it. There are some people who try a little harder than others, but the whole business of it is a totally amateur affair, and I think this is one of the...
I thought the business of St. Moritz was harboring war criminals.
...remain that way, and I know everyone here in St. Moritz is trying to keep that at the top, Al.
What's a top how? I think it's like a mojito.
Here in St. Moritz during the first of 3 runs.
If I wanted to watch a bunch of rich white guys go down a mountain, I could have watched this.
You're ready to go. The Steve Garvey Challenge. This is always an adventure.
The Cresta riders found the course a bit soft and very difficult.
Kind of like David Wells.
Major difficulty was Rudy Hess, a Swiss racer.
What's with the music? I keep expecting a sledder's clothes to fall off. So do they.
Remember, an overcast day gives the snow no definition.
Well, maybe the snow should do more reps with less weight.
Handicapped by the so-called whiteout.
By whiteout, he's referring to the competitors, right?
Critical turn.
And with that, Rudy went off the tracks and into the arms of Interpol, where he finally stood trial for all of his crimes against humanity.
Here he is, looking like a snowman on the
See? He's covered in snow, and he hates it. Sand is better. Then why is he giving the thumbs up signal? Snow is better. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Shut up. You. You know what, Rand? I've had enough. We've been debating this issue for half a show, and we haven't resolved anything. I agree. You do? Yes, because we're not the ones who should be debating. This is between snow and sand. Let's let them have the debate. Hey, Snow. What's up, Sam?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
What we want to have here is a legitimate debate where both of you are emphasizing your strengths and your merits.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Randy, but can I just ask a quick question before we start?
Sure, go ahead. What's your question?
Can you make glass out of snow? I don't think so.
All right, you know what? I'm on your side, Sand, and I'm uncomfortable. You have to follow the rules of debating. You gotta wait your turn.
Hey, has anybody ever missed school because of sand? Booyah!
Okay, Snow, you're sinking down to his level.
Oh, I'm sorry. What song plays when Mariano Rivera and Billy Wagner come into a game? Is it Enter Snowman? In your face!
Okay,
hey, I don't have a face,
guys.
so in your
okay,
face.
Guys, let's just go to break, Guys, Jesus!
I don't have a mouth!
Come on, guys!
You shut up!
You shut up!
Both of you shut up!
What?
Both of you shut up!
Shut up, jerk!
Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats Look at Snow versus Sand. All right, things got a little crazy during that last commercial break, but we were able to calm down Snow and Sand, and I think now they're ready to debate this issue in an intelligent and calm manner. Guys?
Okay, you know what? All this debating is making me thirsty. Could somebody please buy me a sand cone? Oh, shizzy! Score one for the snowman!
Okay, you know,
boom!
Guys,
yeah, well, at least I'm always sand. When it gets too hot for you, you turn into water. Why are you so afraid to be yourself?
Okay.
That's it, I will kill you!
Oh, yeah,
bring it! Okay, guys, roll the tape. They're nuts! Just roll it!
We're back in San Moritz. And the third and final run of the International Toboggan Championships in progress.
As well as a free-form jazz concert, apparently.
Weather from sparkling clear.
Is Michaels wearing a hat that looks like a wig?
It has begun to snow.
Most dramatic entrance in toboggan interview history.
One of my oldest friends, and he is very old,
it's funny because it's true.
Part of the tradition of the Cresta, and one of the great favourites in the Cresta.
336 toboggan to Geneva is now departing on track 16.
She dressed in a traditional fashion, a collar and tie almost. Why do you do that, Hank?
I own half of Europe. I can do whatever I want. Now bark like a dog and get me some cocoa.
Changing. I know it's false, but I'm too fast to fit in these things.
Well, Hans, you're not too fast for the machine.
Fat, Jackie, fat.
With all that weight there, you're going to go down the hill really quickly, because if Hans Kudley were to win this event, it would be a big day for Jackie Stewart.
Which is me. I'm Jackie Stewart. Now go hit that hill, fatty.
Hans Kudely will get on that 100-pound sled now. He lists his age as 45.
Michael's incredulous.
Family steel business in Zurich. His handicap is 4 seconds. That gives
And
him
40 pounds.
if he rides well today. He won his first Cresta competition here 16 years ago.
When he listed his age at 43.
Is poor. Hans Kudely, one of the international sportsmen in this purely amateur event. No money is at stake. There are no free agents in this sport.
No money, no free agents. And somewhere Drew Rosenhaus just shed a tear into his crystal light.
Leagues in this one.
So let me get this straight. They're not athletes and they're really rich? There's some new information.
It's going very well indeed. Hans is a man who's in iron and steel and
Is that Hans or a corpse that a St. Bernard found in an avalanche?
everybody here in the Cresta. We're going through rides.
A rare combination of incomprehensible Scottish garble and boring visuals, proving once and for all that two negatives don't make a positive.
Hans has kissed anything, but he's on his way down there. Let's push him on.
Hello, people on the bridge.
Seconds, even time to beat is on the left, established by Christian Nutter just a few moments ago. The running time is on the right, so we'll take 4 seconds off after he crosses the finish line.
And take 4 years off his age while you're at it, Michaels.
In a shade over 1 minute even, you figure in the handicap it's 5.6.22. He does it with just...
Michaels feigning excitement.
Now has the lead.
And Swiss Harry Carey riling up the rich.
Point.
Yes, I beat you. Now hold me. Ah, rich people. Is there nothing they can't ruin?
Now, Franco Ganser has won his first Cresta championship. Franco Ganser! You know how it's done?
Oh boy, somebody cut him off.
What they call the Cresta fireworks, the traditional victory ceremony.
It's like the last night of Rich Camp. Freeze it. Is this a deleted scene from the full Monty? More importantly, is that Michael Jackson? Okay, I don't understand what they're saying, but I'm guessing it has something to do with how great white people are.
Getting underway. It'll last well into the night.
Jacko running for cover? He's not used to partying with adults.
Competition. The Cresta Run, an incredible, unique event.
Unique? Yes. Incredible? Yes. Shuttlecock!
The executive producer.
And there you have it. Now, if we've learned one thing today, it's that the only thing whiter than snow is the rich people who slide down. Young man, I've had enough of your snow bashing, okay? That's snowism. You're a snowist and you know it. All right, I guess you're right. You know, this whole snow sand thing has kind of made us both a little crazy. I agree. So what do you say we just step outside of this whole debate and give out some cheapies? All right. Cheapie for most valuable substance, I'm giving mine to snow. And I'm giving mine to sand, which happens to be better. Oh, yeah? Well, I disagree. Well, we'll just have to agree to disagree then. No, I disagree about agreeing to disagree. We're going to decide right now who's better, sand or snow, by using the most irrefutable piece of evidence that exists in the natural world. We're going to compare the career stats of JT Snow and Ryan Sandberg. Well, there you go. Ryan Sandberg, more home runs. Sand is better. Damn it. I really thought JT Snow had more home runs. No, he was more of a defensive specialist. I know. Maybe I was thinking of JT Walsh. The actor? Yeah. You know he's dead, right? Perhaps. But the debate lives on, Jason. It'll always live on.
Hey, I don't have a face, so in your face.